Hello everybody and welcome back to another soloing video with nothing but the normal troops from the shop. No event towers, no goldens, nothing. We're just going to get right into it. We're going to try to successfully show you step-by-step full playthrough of how I solo golden. We're going to get right into my towers real quick while we're sitting here. Military base, cowboy, outlaw, DJ, and commander. No special skins, nothing, just basic skins, nothing fancy. And you could solo golden rounds just like this with that. First round, we're not going to worry about. We're just going to let them pass. At 39 seconds, we can skip. We'll go ahead and do that when the time comes so we can continue getting this down faster. Unless you want to play it out, you can wait, do what you want, honestly. But I'm going to skip it so we can hopefully make this video more time efficient for everybody watching. It's still probably going to be a pretty long video as I cannot skip every round, but it'll at least help us out a little. This next round, obviously, we don't have the extra $5 we need for our cowboy, so we're just going to have to let the zombies walk again. Sad times, I know. Be another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's a total of 45 lives you should have lost by now. And we're going to skip the next round. You could place the savior cowboy, which I'm going to go for. Go ahead and put him to strongest. Doing this will make sure he focuses the zombies with 5 health, knocking out 4 health per each one. This will save you some lives. He will still continue to finish some of them off. We're going to let him do that. You can either skip a lot of these early rounds and try and rush as many cowboys as you have, but I believe round 3 to 4 does not actually profit you anything. So you could probably just wait this round out if you want. As you can see, he's knocking off 1 life, 4 lives off each of those, and then now he'll work his way down the chain, finishing them off. But this just helps, in my case, in my opinion, that this is going to give you a safer all around time. He's going to cut 4 lives off rather than focusing the one with 1 life. So if any do get past, they should be getting by with 1 life versus getting by with 5. Which is my logic to behind why I put my first cowboy on strongest target in these starting rounds. Oh, we got more zombies coming in. We're going to watch our cowboy get to work. We're going to skip that round because that's going to give us an extra cowboy. We're going to get him down right away. Now, this is a very convenient loop. There's typically a decent convenient loop in almost all the maps. Certain maps, obviously, there is nothing there. You'll just have to play with what you can. This should solo most easy maps. I'm going to put it that way. This should solo most easy maps. The harder maps or the double door maps that have double the zombies, this is probably not efficient for you. You should probably bring teammates to something like that. But this is a good idea on what you could get away with soloing with just some basic troops on golden difficulty. We're doing this on toy board, if you don't know the map name. And we're coming into wave 6. Like I said, if you feel comfortable, you can skip these rounds. I'm playing it kind of safe to try and spare as much lives for this video as I can. Just to show you guys how healthy somebody could make it out. Honestly, if you're higher level and you want to risk losing some lives, you could probably just skip all these rounds and keep going. We just hit another 650, so I'm going to place a 3rd cowboy. By the way, this placing may look ferocious, but what I'm going for, versus rather a multiplayer game where you're so crowded and tight on space, where you're playing super aggressive to get the first shots with your cowboys, we're playing for the real estate of their range box. So as you can see, we're playing with this. We're trying to get as much space. I want this turret to be actively shooting the zombies as much as possible. It's something that's highly important when it comes to soloing, in my opinion. You really want your full potential out of your towers. Now you see me skip that round, and that's because I pre-want the money that this round starting is going to give me, so I can get an extra cowboy shooting on these heavies. And as we're racking up money, make sure to be placing cowboys. We're now up to 5 cowboys. The ramp's only going to get faster as you go. You want to make sure you're ramping off the cowboys as fast as possible. We're coming in 39 seconds. I can skip the round. That's enough money for a 6th cowboy. We're 6 cowboys in now. We're just going. The ramp really starts to take off with cowboys. You just got to be on top of it. If you're on top of it, things are going to go good for you. You can see we haven't lost anything besides those starting lives. And I played the catch-up cowboy method, which means you chase the 2nd pack of zombies, even though the 3rd round's starting. And you can see we got more money. We're going to get another cowboy down. Basically, I chased to save us some lives. You don't have to play that. You could place yours up here and let the full 45 lives walk by. I just try to prevent that if I can. So we're 7 cowboys in. Now we're 8 cowboys in. And now we're 9 cowboys in. 9 cowboys in. I'm pretty happy with what we have for defense-wise. As you can see, we're able to melt heavy packs all the way completely. So we'll move into stealth, hidden detection, along with some range. This right here will allow us to start tagging zombies a little earlier. It'll allow us to not be worried about round 13 coming up, because round 13 is that first stealth round that you really need to make sure you have stealth detection. We could have played round 10 and 11 out, and then round 12 we should have upgraded. But I feel comfortable with the amount of cowboys I have at 9, so we're just going to ramp off into essentially our stealth detection just to prepare for the next rounds coming up. And we're just going to go through all of our cowboys and get as much stealth detections up as we can, because I believe it's ninjas are going to be coming soon on round 13. Also, this is a normal boss. This is why you mainly want a lot of cowboys right now, is the normal boss coming. He's pretty hefty. A pretty chunky boy. But with 9 cowboys, he should be made into quick work. And we're going to continue ramp. Basically, if you don't have a good unit like this to make them walk on, more than 9 cowboys is probably necessary. But since we have such a good walking pathway right here in this area on toy board map, we're fine with 9. Then I'm going to work into getting bandana upgrades. These are highly important for sometimes sinking the heavier targets here. So we'll just move into bandana upgrades. We're coming in wave 12. We haven't even seen our first hidden, but we're already moving into bandana upgrades, which means we're really in a good spot for money procs. Cowboys can be a little sometimes unpredictable with their money procs, and that could lead to some hardships, but sometimes they're really generous, and it can lead to super easy games. Like, I think we're getting decently generous this game. I'm going to skip into the next round. Get our next bandana upgrade. Just continue getting things moving faster. Pretty much for the sake of the video. If you want to take your time and go slower, that's fine. Do what you're comfortable with. That's really what soloing comes down to. It's about just testing your limits, seeing what you personally as a player can get away with. My guide may not 100% work for you, but it could work for some of you, and it works for me. I mean, everybody's going to learn what towers they like and how they like to play. So I'm coming on the close of upgrading my 9th cowboy here. Once that's done, I'm going to get him done. Now, I could either go for this way, which I'll probably go for. I could go here. Basically, what I'm going to do next is I want this DJ to be able to give me discounts on all my cowboys. So if you don't place him within that first circle when you're making a DJ, they're not going to get the buffs. But we're going to put him right here so all my cowboys get the buff. And then when he upgrades, he should cover this by the time I need him for the outlaws. And then I'll ramp all my outlaws here. And so we're just going to upgrade our DJ. This is going to give these guys some massive range boosts. So now they'll be sniping a lot farther away. As you can see, they're starting to clip here. So now, not only do I have all this real estate, we're now getting this real estate too. So they'll pretty much be starting to shoot from here all the way back to here. Super nice. I'm just going to skip into the next wave. Get that discount. Now we officially have a 10% discount. At about this point, you may start realizing things are starting to maybe get close to getting past your cowboys and you don't feel comfortable. Once you get a 10% discount, feel free to drop a few upgrades into your cowboys if you feel like you're not quite strong enough to hold the waves off. If you got good real estate like this and the monsters aren't really shoving you in too hard, you should be fine to continue the way you were. I'm going to skip this round just to keep things moving smoothly here. And as you can see, I'm coming up on about $4,000. And I'm going to grab the next DJ upgrade versus upgrading my cowboys right now, because I really want to rush for that 20% upgrade before I spend money. But it is okay to spend some money in these rounds as well. I just really enjoy having that DJ's 20% discount. If I don't have the 20% discount by like round 20, even if I'm playing with teams, I'm kind of annoyed with myself. I cannot play the game without that discount. So now that we got that, now these guys got that 25% range increase. You can see that circle's just getting even bigger now. These mysteries are really a hard one to play. Sometimes they'll give you really nasty mobs. Most of the time they don't though. So you get off pretty well there. And we're moving into round 17. Again, I don't feel threatened by these rounds just yet, so I'm going to continue to save to try and get that last upgrade for my DJ. I'm really just going to ride that out as much as possible. Basically, ride out for your DJ upgrades as much as possible, unless you're feeling like you really need the money. If you really need the money spent elsewhere to be stronger, then go into your Cowboys. If you're not, and you're playing like me, you don't feel threatened by how far the wave's making it, then continue to push to get that DJ rolling. Once you get that DJ fully online, it's going to help so much in the future rounds. See, these abnormal bosses, this is where it's going to get you. So I know we're in trouble because of that proc. I'm going to go ahead and spend money into my Cowboys. Normally I wouldn't, but because of that proc right there, the abnormal boss is going to make a pretty bad shove. You get a few of those, you're going to be in for a bad time. So definitely worth spending some money. So I just went through 6 upgrades on my Cowboys there to save from the abnormal bosses proccing. And that's what I was saying. With those mysteries, it's kind of hard to 100% say this is what you can get away with. You're going to have to play to what feels right there. Now, I think with those 6 upgraded and them having even more increased real estate, like they can hit half the board now with DJ up, I'm feeling pretty safe again. We're feeling pretty safe. Nothing's really moving too hot. We're coming up to our $9,000. We're going to get our level 5 DJ online. Now upgrades are cheap. So we're looking at $1,080 per each Cowboy. We might as well get these guys online now as the zombies push up on us, but we'll be fine. We're pretty confident with this. And we'll continue to get our Cowboys going here. Now we've officially 3,400 for dual wield. I'm going to move into dual wield upgrades on my Cowboys. Got one done. So by wave 20, we've got a level 5 DJ, 9 Cowboys, one of those Cowboys already level 4. So we're moving in pretty good so far. And you can see how that increased real estate's good. Like, we're already just destroying these gold units before they even get. So really want to get the full maximum capabilities out of your turns rather than playing spawn camping like you would in multi. Now we're 3 Cowboys up to dual wielding. By the way, if you made it this far in the video and you're enjoying the guide and you find it helpful, make sure to slap the like button. It would help me a lot, and I'd appreciate the support. On that note, further into upgrading our Cowboys. I'm gonna skip this round. I know these guys are still here and the rounds are gonna mesh together, but at this point where I'm getting into the dual wield ramping, you're gaining so much power in your Cowboys. There's no reason to be scared right now. The rounds should be cake right about now. Now we are coming up to round 30 quick, and this is round 30 is a very interesting round that you want to be prepared for. There's quite a few precautions I'd say you'd want to take seriously as you come up onto that number. And we'll get into that as we get closer and I get my Cowboys finished. At least I like to take some precautions before getting up to that round, as it can get pretty bad if you don't watch it closely. So we're just gonna finish. We're on our last Cowboy now. Once this last Cowboy comes online to dual wielding, I'll officially be happy with what we've gotten done. Okay, so I'm gonna consider our Cowboys finished. We're probably not gonna touch them for the rest of the game. There's 9 of them dual wielding. I'm happy with that. Now, on Toy Board, I learned this today. There's a little secret you might want to know. Take your first guy, this is a pro tip right here, and place him on this lower ledge like this right here. And then you should be able to take a second one and put him up here on these pegs. So this is red out down here. You can't put him here. But if you put him on this slightly elevated peg, it's just high enough. And if you split them apart like this, it's going to make for super easy upgrades. Now, we're going to continue the same thing. We're going to be like right on the edge with this guy. Done. And right here on the second peg. Done. So instead of fitting 3 up here, we're going to fit 6. This is a map specific thing, but this is just always a good reminder to really watch your placement when you're doing it. So instead of 3 outlaws here, I now have 6 with the DJ's buff. We're cruising. You know? We're going places. Big brain plays. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this one here. Make sure he's on the lower, and then higher outlaw on. I'm just gonna do. I do a peg away. You can put it right on top of him. I put it a peg away because I like my troops spaced apart. A lot easier to upgrade when they're spaced apart like this. Once you have this done, I would say get a commander online. With this commander, I would say preferably max him out. You're gonna want the outlaws in the commander around round 30ish to be done. Not fully upgraded, but online at least, ready to go. So, and I mean, you can use this too if you want. You can use his activate ability early if you want. There's no shame in that. Alright, now that he's maxed out, he's clearly got my cowboys covered, which isn't exactly necessary. You mainly want him for these, and you want to try to put him in a spot where he doesn't get stunned. Now here's where the big brain stuff comes in. Actually, wait, I'm going to do something. Since the outlaws don't have a lot of range like I'd like them to have, I'm going to go ahead and pay for their 440 upgrade to give them that little bit of range for this round 30 coming up. Because we really want to make sure that tank goes down. But there's a trick up my sleeve I want to get done before this tank gets here. We're going to take our military bases, right? We're going to see his range. His range starts here, ends here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check them, make sure they're all in the upgrade range. And the reason for this is a big brain move. The bosses and tanks will throw and try to stun any tower. So putting these as a front line is basically like a giant distraction for that boss. He will straight throw rocks at them and stuff like that occasionally. It's pretty funny, you can get a good laugh. It slows him down, gives your outlaws a little more time to knock him down. We're going to continue into our outlaws here. We're 2 outlaws shy, so I'm really trying to make sure my outlaws have upgrades. On most maps, I'd shoot to get all 10 outlaws first, but since we aren't playing where we have 10 outlaws, because, I mean, I'll probably get 10 outlaws, but right now I need ones where the DJ's at. I'll probably throw the other 2 right here, but we got 8 right here. I'm just going to make sure they're upgraded. We kind of want ones farther back, other words, he'll throw rocks at the ones over there and he'll stun them, and we just don't want to deal with that. So as you can see, these guys got 35% increased here, 25%. I think that's attack speed increase, and they got a 20% discount. They're feeling pretty good. They're pretty online for that guy coming up. And we're just going to go ahead and throw our commander buff out here just to see the power of what that really carries. Hidden boss shoving us in here. And we're just going to continue to upgrade. Might as well grab our $6,000 upgrades for our outlaws here. $6,000 upgrade. $6,000 upgrade. If you don't get a broken mystery guy like this, you failed the game. It's over. No, I'm just kidding. It's a bug. It happens a lot in golden rounds. Don't worry about it. Doesn't mean anything. Unless he starts walking. If he continues walking, then you might be in trouble. Right here, just hold your commander buff. Just kind of wait. If you can get a last minute upgrade, get it. You can see we're coming up on 6,000 bucks. I'm gonna grab that last minute upgrade. And then I'm gonna wait here with my commander because I'm waiting. Oh, wait, we might get one more $6,000 upgrade. All right, I'm gonna grab that one last $6,000 upgrade. The tank is here. You can see that the first outlaws are hitting him, but wait, you see he threw a rock at it. I'm telling you, big brain moves, guys. This is what really separates the differences here. We're gonna commander buff here now, and you can see that they're just the outlaws are just gonna demolish this guy. They're gonna take this guy out. They're gonna delete him. He's throwing more rocks at him. See? I'm telling you, the big brain plays I be making, it hurts me sometimes. Sometimes I don't realize how smart I am. But anyways, we're gonna continue working on our outlaws. It's just funny that it works like that. It really is. We're gonna use this right away because it's 30-second cooldown. The outlaws are already working on him. But hopefully by the time he gets over here, we'll have another one up because he's also mixing in with these guys. So it's making it a little bit harder to get good shots on him. We're just going to keep working on those outlaws here. Keep working on our outlaws. We should have a new buff up. Oh, he's going for my cowboys. He's making big brain plays, but he's gone again. No worries. Easy peasy. And we're good. I'm going to just save that for now. There's no reason to burn it up. Continue upgrading your outlaws. I don't go to level 5 right away. I get them all level 4 before I move to level 5s later on in the later rounds. I don't feel like it's quite necessary to have level 5s just this soon. You might want to try it for yourself. Maybe it'll work better for you. That's not my personal opinion what you should do, but you know, like I said, everybody's got a little bit different play style themselves. This is just how I do it. This is how I do it because I'm the best. Oh. That tank's coming. We're going to light him up with outlaws. Just continuing with our $8,400 upgrades. That big damage boost is going to mean a lot on that tank and damage wise. It'll really cause him to shut down a lot earlier than he normally would go down. Continuing into our upgrades here. 8,400, 8,400. Okay. Now that they're all rank 4, I'm going to move into our military bases here. I'm going to ramp them all to tanks if I can. Basically, you want to try and get these online before round 36. Round 36 is when you get the 2 summoners, and that's the next nasty round. Once you've got the tanks dealt with, it's pretty easy. It's when those guys come that you're really you run into the next troubling moment. So we're going to get work on getting these all up. 800. All right, next. 4,800 next. 4,800 next. All right, we're coming into the last one. 4,800. All right, cool. Those are done. All of our tanks are online now. I'm still not 100% confident this is good enough for round 36. You need to continue your prepping here. Something I'd maybe recommend to help break the shield is a few extra cowboys maybe up in the front. You do have 30 troops. It's not going to hurt you to place a few extra cowboys. Plus, this is just honestly going to lead you at a little extra money ramp as well, since now your outlaws are obviously been competing with these cowboys and shutting them out of money farm. Also, more distractions for the tanks and stuff. Also, having your outlaws farther back with a DJ buff, that you can see that they're covering the whole map anyways, so there's no reason to have them up here. If I have them up here and this boomer explodes here, now I have no outlaws working for me. So, it's always good to keep your outlaws far enough away from the track that they're just sniping in and they're not getting hit themselves. A shutdown outlaw is not doing any work for you, and it's pretty much useless, so keep them in the back. We're going to work on some railgun tanks now that I feel comfortable with 3 cowboys. I just want 4 cowboys. I don't think you need 4 cowboys, but I want 4 cowboys because I like even numbers. So 4 cowboys, you got to have them. 4 cowboys. If you don't have 4 cowboys at round 35 in the front, you're fired. You no longer work at Jelly Corp. Gonna have to find a new job. Okay, anyways, we're going to continue getting these online. And with that sweet discount from our DJ, they're 20 grand for a railgun tank. That's dirt cheap, guys. I'm giving you the railgun tanks for the low. Now watch this, because when these guys come out, you're going to want to have this prep for them. You're going to want this like a big red button on the desk. Slam, power move. You're going to want it ready for it. They're going to come out here soon. All right, we're going to just pop it now so we can work through these beginning mobs and get into those big guys in the back. We're going to continue to get our military bases up here. Military bases are important. I'm going to go ahead and do another commander as well. You may or may not need this. It's just helpful to get those guys another commander going. It'll help really keep those shields down. Probably not exactly necessary, but I'm going to say it's necessary. Do it. You need it. Trust me, I'm a doctor. We're going to get another one of those guys online. Our buff is back up. We're going to use that. Now you can see this guy's just marching. These guys are nasty. You really got to watch them here. This is what the tanks are for, though. They're supposed to take them out. We're lacking them a little bit. We're a little slow to getting them online in this round. Probably should have done a little sooner. But I think we're good. Okay, yeah. Very last minute and close, but we're good. Probably get these done first sooner. They are the winners. They're the carriers of that round. Seriously. If you want it to be as close as I just had, yeah, definitely get them up sooner. I'm gonna get our last 2 outlaws online here, using that same technique of placing them together. I probably should have done it up here to keep them from getting hit. I'm breaking my own rules right now, but it's okay because we're winners, and as long as you win, nobody cares, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and use our commander buff. If you got him, use him. Why not? At this moment, I'm gonna start working on the $20,000 upgrades. Starting with my farthest back, because you can see he misses a little downtime here, and I don't like him having that downtime. He doesn't like having that downtime, so we're gonna get him fixed up there. And this will give you a good idea how much better the railgun tanks are gonna make these easier for you. So you can see with 5 railgun tanks that these guys, they're just getting smoked this round. They are nothing to me this round. They mean nothing to me, they mean nothing to you. They can go down just like that, as long as you get those railgun tanks up. The railgun tanks are the bane of their existence, along with some people who maybe shatter shields. That's why you kind of want the cowboys too. Don't get rid of them, they're useful. Alright, 20 grand here, 20 grand here. I said to upgrade the back ones first, that way they don't have that range gap. And then I break my own rules anyways, so don't listen to me. Moral of this whole video, if you made it all the way this far, just don't listen to me. Anyways, another upgrade. And we're gonna go ahead and just use this to continue containing the wave. Since we have 2 of them anyways, this is just gonna help them kill these and contain the wave down shorter. And we will go ahead and do the next one after that, just to continue keeping the wave contained. You can see we're coming up on 40 grand. That's enough for 2 upgrades. That DJ discount makes these 20 grand. I'm telling you, you gotta have it. It's great. You're gonna love this. It's just great. Never seen a better product in my life besides the DJ discount. You're gonna want it. Oh, we got a tank at the start here. Look at these guys. This guy was scary around 30. Man, what are you doing? You're nothing to me. You don't scare me. You couldn't even scare my grandma. Next, upgrade, 20,000. We're gonna wait for another 20,000. Gonna go ahead and use our other commander. Keep up that buff going. Alright, this guy was scary before. This guy was scary. Hey, you're not scary, buddy. You're not scary at all. You're just a summoner. Gone. Dunzo. The end. Nothing. They mean nothing. Another 20 grand. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this other outlaw. I really don't like their placement. They're getting hit in a lot of stuff, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now, we're a little shyer on money than I'm used to. Normally, I'd have this upgraded and I have a 3rd commander up. But we'll get that going as this round continues on. We're just going to get these guys' outlaw buffs going. That way, they'll melt through this and they'll be on that final boss sooner. Okay, so they got that guy down. We're going to go into here. Boop, 20 grand. Next buff. We're going to go into our 3rd commander. Oh, we're at 30 troops. Okay, let me sell this cowboy. I don't want you. I don't need you no more. You're retired. I'm going to get a 3rd commander. 3 commanders means permanent commander buff, if you didn't know that. It'll allow you to infinitely loop them, so you always have the buff the entire time you're playing. It's super deadly for the outlaws. Make sure you try it out for yourself. And this boss is just easy mode, to be honest. He's distracted by these cowboys stunning him, and he has no idea what's hitting him from halfway across the map. So I'll just use another commander buff. As you can see, I'm just wrapping off commander buff after commander buff, and he has no idea. He's continuing to do his thing up there. He's attacking the military bases. He's doing so much damage. I have no idea what we're going to do about it. To be honest, this could be the end of the game for us, but you know, he has no idea that there's all these outlaws back here hitting him. So that's it, guys. That's how I solo the golden rounds. Sorry this video is about 30 minutes long. If you made it all the way through and watched the whole thing, hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully this gives you an idea of why I run the troops I do when I play. We have an extra 120 grand we could do something with, but I'm not going to because I'm just that rich now. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. And on that note, good luck soloing your own golden rounds, and I wish you luck with that. And peace out, take care, everybody, and have a good rest of your day.